So I'm gonna hold the camera while I make this video, and I'm holding it with my two hands. What I'm going to talk about here is, well, I've taken to doing musical improvisation with my mouth, and I also improvise dance sometimes while I improvise music. So basically I'm dancing to the music that I'm making. I don't know if you ever improvise vocally. If you look online, there's a whole kind of body of knowledge about improvising vocally, and there's lots of good ideas about it. One thing I noticed when I was watching videos about improvising vocally is that people don't necessarily talk about when you do it or in what context you do it. A lot of people who will try to teach you online about how to improvise vocally, and they all would like you to come to their school. I guess they're trying to teach you how to improvise. Well, it's not clear. I was going to say for performance, for an audience, but on second thought, maybe they never said that. They don't actually say why they're trying to teach you to do it. In my case, I often just improvise vocally for my own entertainment, even like when I'm by myself. Right now I'm by myself, except I got a camera on me, but those other people, they may ultimately be teaching you how to vocalize so you can also entertain yourself. But anyway, I'm saying it. But I would suppose that, well, I know from experience that as you improvise vocally by yourself, you get better at singing when you might need to do it in public. Because I've seen that happen with me. Now, I have numerous tricks, quote, tricks, unquote, that I use in improvising vocally. Sometimes I'll use songs that I know from my years of listening to music, and they might be songs, and they're songs that are somewhat well known or popular. But sometimes, a lot of times when I improvise vocally, I'll get onto one line and just repeat it over and over, and maybe vary it up a little bit. And you may say, well, that's kind of stupid to just get on one line and repeat it over and over. But I can see some ways to justify it. For one thing, I do that more when I'm dancing, the one line over and over thing, because when you dance to music you're improvising, you're doing two things at once. And you can't do as complicated music as when you just sit and improvise vocally. But also, these improvisations usually are pretty brief, like 5 or 10 minutes. So if I'm just doing the same line over and over, it's only going to be for 5 or 10 minutes. And then the next time I improvise, I'll probably get on another line. But even if you repeat the same line over and over, it's going to affect you emotionally. A lot of music is about being affected emotionally by the sounds, the musical sounds you're hearing. And that will happen with a musical line that's even repeated for 5 minutes. Particularly if you're making the sound. That sound probably will mean more to you than if you listen to the same line over and over on a record. Then also, when I improvise, a lot of it is just that it feels good physically to my mouth. Whatever sounds I make, they just feel good to make. I mean, there's a certain resonance. When you hum something or sing something, there's a certain vibration in your mouth that feels kind of nice, as long as you're making nice sounds, or well, I mean, what is a nice sound could vary from person to person, but for me, I'm able to choose sounds that feel good in my mouth physically. Sometimes I actually do improvise purely, like it's totally new melodies that I never heard before. And the way I do that is kind of just let my mouth and mind go and just let the notes come and go where they will. For me, that's easy. I think for some people that might be hard, and I don't know quite how to get them to where it would be easy. Now, I don't know, since I'm filming this by holding my camera, I'm not going to probably be able to film myself dancing too well. This is kind of an experiment to see how good it will look, because I can only hold my camera out as far as my arm will go, and I don't think it'll even pick up my whole dancing body. But we'll try this, and I may stop making music at different points to say what I'm doing. But so da 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 da. Now I'm just letting myself go. I'm just sitting here at the moment. Da 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 na 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 ba 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 ba. Now I think I'll stand up. All that was just making it up. I'm walking over. I probably should get more light going in here. Let's see, where's the light switch? There's one. And there's one. So now I'm going to try to improvise musically and dance improvisationally at the same time. So la da dum 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 woo da 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 da. I should go to my legs. Da 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 na na. Now that sounds like very old-timey music. I definitely get into rock and pop and all that. La da 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 na 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 Well, I was trying to rock it up a little. That didn't rock that well, but I didn't want everyone to think I'm just this old fogey. No, it's really hard. Now I'm actually doing three things. I'm trying to work the camera and dance and vocally improvise. But I think you're kind of getting the idea. My left arm is getting kind of sore. I may change. I got this wrist strap on so I don't drop the camera. But I'm changing to my right hand. Wanna na 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 now, na 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 now, na 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 now. Now I'm sure you recognize part of that. But then at the end I can use that melody but then take off from it and let myself go free again. Na 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 now. Na 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 na. Yeah, I don't know what the dancing's going to look like. The way I have the camera turned, I can't see my monitor, so I'm kind of flying blind a little bit here. But it's really fun. Usually I'd be doing this with no camera. I'm just in the kitchen. I'm doing it because it feels good to dance. Probably that's the same deal. You know, what feels good physically when I dance is what I do. I'm sure there's more to be said about it, but my arm's getting sore. So I think I'll stop here.